The University General Store is making changes to its services in order to keep all A&M students fed. See how the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center will continue hosting upcoming blood drives while ensuring social distancing. Hello, I'm Amanda Barela and welcome to Enlace. No one wants to hear that our normal day-to-day routines have come to a halt due to COVID-19 pandemic. However, we want to still be a part of that normality while seeking ways to make sure that all of our students, faculty, and staff remain safe and healthy. With so much uncertainty about the new virus and rapid news developments, we want you to be informed. With all these changes, one thing will remain the same here at Enlace. We will remain a reliable resource of news for the University of Texas A&M San Antonio as well as the San Antonio community. As many of you had to adapt to your new normal, the students and staff here at Enlace have also had to adapt to new changes and are practicing social distancing. Our staff and our students are adapting to these unique circumstances, and as you join our show moving forward, you will see us in a new setting from the comfort of our homes. From everyone here at Enlace and Univision Media Lab, we want you to know that you are in our thoughts during this challenging time, and we look forward to bringing you the latest news. Are you a part of the A&M family in need of food? The General Store is still here to help our Jaguar community. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the General Store has made a change to the way you will now access the store. Armando Villarreal tells us how.
The cafeteria is now closed. Hand sanitizer dispensers have been added around campus, and the university has put up signs to remind people to wash their hands and not touch their face. Texas A&M University-San Antonio has made many changes in response to the global pandemic. The General Store is one thing that remains the same, a campus food pantry that helps with food insecurity within the community.
We have a lot of pantry food, so that's going to be canned fruits, canned vegetables, tuna, peanut butter jelly, we have breads, we have produce. Right now we're low on milk, but we typically have milk and eggs. So anything that's going to help you get by within a week or two.
Miguel Garcia, a civic engagement associate at the May Center, says they're still accepting donations and taking all the necessary precautions to keep students, faculty, and staff safe.
Now we've limited the amount of volunteers that we have, so don't go on and volunteer because we're trying to keep the social distancing. But we are open for donations, monetary, and definitely food donations, and just that we're here.
The San Antonio Food Bank partner remains in operation, but now offers curbside, a service that has never been offered before.
You fill out the form online, that gets submitted to the food bank, and then you're allowed to go in and shop. Now, with this happening, we've gone to curbside. With everything happening, with the COVID-19, we've gone to curbside. So we have a Google form that you fill out. It's on our university website where you can go on there, fill that out, and then we would pre-package everything that you've requested, and we'll bring it out to you.
The General Store will be open on Wednesdays from 2 to 6 p.m. and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The food pantry asks for people to complete an online form before arriving. To ensure the safety of the community, the process has been moved online. Visit temusa.edu/maze, click Students, then the General Store for more information. I'm Armando Villarreal, Enlace.
Starting on March 23rd, students had to switch to online classes in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. How have these changes affected students? Oziel Trevino tells us more.
Now it's like, I'm excited about finally getting to the end, but it just feels like our world has changed drastically in the last week or so.
The end of a semester is supposed to be a time of celebration, but for many college students, this spring semester made an unexpected turn.
It feels wonderful to know that I'm almost finished. I guess the only sad part is that what's happening right now in our world with the coronavirus and all the different changes that are being made, that's the one part that's really, really, really hard.
As concerns about the spread of COVID-19 grew in mid-March, university transitioned to online teaching for the remainder of the semester. This also led the university to delay commencement and the ring ceremony for late September. Stephanie Inicio, a senior at A&M San Antonio, shared her thoughts about the university's response to students during the pandemic.
A&M has always showed their students that, basically we're family for them. And so that goes a really long way. They've always taken the extra precautions to get our needs first and stuff. And
the university continues to communicate through emails and video messages to students about the updates to the spring semester. Grad student shared her thoughts about how her last semester at A&M San Antonio changed in just a few weeks.
The thing that's gotten me through is to just have a heart of gratitude. Everyone is doing the best that they can right now, and as difficult of a situation as it is, if you can find things to be grateful for and have gratitude for, you'll see your cup as half full instead of half empty right now.
Only time will tell how the pandemic will shape the remainder of the year. In the meantime, remember to continue practice social distancing, washing your hands, and staying home to stop the spread of COVID-19. Reporting from home, I'm Oziel Trevino, Enlace.
When we come back, a Palo Alto journalism professor shares her perspective on how she's handling self-quarantine. Welcome back. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center hosted a blood drive at the Alamo Dome in efforts to recover from the ongoing blood shortage. Hosting drives at large venues are helping with social distancing. Armando Villarreal was there to tell us how we can help.
The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center says that blood is low in San Antonio, but you can still donate today during this pandemic. Mayor Ron Nirenberg ordered all individuals in city limits to stay at home and only leave their homes for allowed activities, in hopes of slowing down the spread of COVID-19. Blood donation is one activity that has been designated as essential, and the South Blood and Tissue Center says San Antonio has a blood shortage.
Con las cancelaciones de las escuelas y de las universidades, nosotros hemos perdido casi el 50% de nuestros donadores. Y esto es muy importante porque nosotros somos los que mantenemos a los hospitales. Entonces no podemos decirles que no hay sangre a los pacientes.
The nonprofit Blood Center teamed up with the city of San Antonio to hold a special community blood drive at the Alamo Dome on March 17th to the 20th. The Alamo Dome was selected because it allows donor beds and waiting areas enough space for social distancing.
San Antonio was kind of shutting down, so I saw a post last night on Facebook that the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center was going to be donating. I usually do donate once a year, so I thought it was a great time just to come down and do my part, help the community.
Coronavirus concerns have led to declines in blood donations that have resulted in a national emergency. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center says they're taking numerous precautions to keep donors safe, including taking the temperature of potential donors and staff members as they walk in.
We're taking all precautions by wiping down all our areas, making sure that we have Purell and we have alcohol wipes all over the area here, so you can use, and making sure like you did, taking temperature checks. So feel safe. You can come out and donate. You're still saving 3 lives with your one donation.
Donors can make an appointment to the next blood drive in order to manage flow and avoid crowding at southtexasblood.org/give-SA. I'm Armando Villarreal, Enlace.
The decision may not always come easy for some when faced with having to go into self-quarantine. But for one professor from Palo Alto College, she chose to place herself in self-quarantine due to a family member returning from international travel. Oziel Trevino brings us her experience on self-quarantine.
As of April 5th, the number of COVID-19 cases increased to 400 in San Antonio. The stay home, work safe order was a measure Mayor Ron Nirenberg took in late March to keep the people of San Antonio safe. Dr. Denise Barkis-Richter, an educator for over 30 years, shares what it has been like staying home during COVID-19.
Fortunate, I enjoy being at home. I'm secretly an introverted heart, so I don't mind being alone or being, semi-walled off.
Dr. Richter's daughter, Aiden Richter, came back home from studying in Ireland. Aiden shared how it was like to travel during COVID-19.
To pack up everything in my apartment and like give it to my friend, and I had to go close my bank account, and it was just like so crazy. And then like getting home was super rough, getting through customs and everything. It took me 2 days to get home, and now I'm home and I'm quarantined. So
Dr. Richter took safe measures to make sure Aiden got back home safe.
And I drove 2 cars to the airport. She got into one, we got into the other car. She drove home. We opened up the front door. She went straight back to a back bedroom we have that has a private bath. And she's pretty much been in solitary confinement ever since.
Dr. Richter and her family continues to practice social distancing by staying home.
Social distancing is extremely important. It's whether, it's how we're going to be able to halt this thing, is flatten the curve is what they're saying. And the only way to do that is by not mingling with other people, just to make sure that we stay isolated, if we stay at home, so that we're not interacting and spreading the virus.
Reporting from home, I'm Oziel Trevino, Enlace.
The new dates for the Olympics have been set. Find out when they are taking place up next with Jaguar Sports.
Buenas, los saluda Alejandro Díaz y bienvenidos a Jaguar Sports, como siempre trayéndoles lo mejor del mundo deportivo. Ahora, como pueden ver, transmitiendo desde mi casa, ya que tenemos que obedecer las órdenes de distanciamiento social, poniendo de nuestra parte en esta difícil situación, pero que de seguro juntos podremos salir adelante. Arrancamos pues la información deportiva con el anuncio del Comité Olímpico Internacional de aplazar los Juegos Olímpicos de Tokio, que se iban a llevar a cabo entre julio y agosto de este año. La novedad ahora es que el comité ya anunció que las justas olímpicas se realizarán entre el 23 de julio y el 8 de agosto del 2021. Y es que el comité sintió la presión del mundo entero que urgía al ente olímpico a posponer la cita debido a la crisis mundial que estamos viviendo por el COVID-19. Antes de este anuncio, directivos de las delegaciones olímpicas de Canadá y Australia ya habían anunciado que no enviarían a sus deportistas en caso de que los Juegos no fueran aplazados. Pero bueno, con estas nuevas fechas seguro que tendremos unos Juegos excepcionales con todas las delegaciones. Y en otras noticias, pues les cuento que Fanatics, la compañía que fabrica los uniformes para los equipos de las ligas mayores de béisbol, ha decidido usar su fábrica de Pensilvania para elaborar trajes y máscaras para que puedan ser usados en hospitales. Así como lo escucha, el anuncio lo hizo el dueño de Fanatics, Michael Rubin, en su cuenta de Twitter. Rubin explicó en una serie de tweets que la idea se le ocurrió una noche tras no poder dormir y agregó que el plan es producir 1 millón de trajes y máscaras para ser donados a los hospitales de Pensilvania, pero con miras a extender esta ayuda a los hospitales de Nueva York y Nueva Jersey, que son el epicentro del brote del COVID-19 en Estados Unidos. Así que veremos a profesionales de la salud vestidos igual que Bryce Harper o Aaron Judge. Pasamos ahora a noticias de la NFL, que ha dejado a más de uno atónito con los movimientos sorpresivos que en su periodo de agencia libre. Y es que uno de los cambios que generó más sorpresa fue el que protagonizaron los Texans de Houston al enviar a su receptor estrella de Andrew Hopkins a los Cardenales de Arizona en intercambio por el corredor David Johnson. Los Cowboys no se han quedado atrás, ya que Jason Witten, el ala cerrada y uno de sus jugadores insignias, deja el equipo de la estrella solitaria tras 16 temporadas para unirse a los Raiders de Las Vegas. Y por supuesto no podemos olvidar a Tom Brady, que sacudió a toda la NFL con su anuncio de que firmaría con los Bucaneros de Tampa Bay, dejando atrás 20 exitosas temporadas con los Patriotas de Nueva Inglaterra. Bueno, y con la suspensión de las principales ligas de fútbol en el mundo, algunos jugadores y exjugadores han llevado su tiempo de aislamiento a las redes sociales para hacer el llamado 10 toques challenge, en el que usan un rollo de papel higiénico para hacer mínimo 10 toques como si estuvieran dominando un balón de fútbol. Ahí podemos ver desde Leo Messi pasando por Tony Parker y el mágico González hasta Felipe Melo, que le puso su toque especial al reto. Sin duda algo para hacer sonreír a los aficionados en este tiempo difícil. Y para despedirme los dejo con este video de Patty Mills en el que nos muestra su habilidad con la guitarra y nos recomienda quedarnos en casa para ayudar a parar el COVID-19. Muy buena idea la del base de los San Antonio Spurs. Bueno, no siendo más, me despido, pero le sigo la corriente a Patty Mills y los invito a quedarse en casa, lávense las manos y tomen todas las precauciones antes de salir. Nos vemos la próxima con más de Jaguar Sports.
Thank you, Alejandro, for that sports update. Some restaurants are taking the approach of turning the inside of their location into a market to help ease the stress of finding basic necessities. La Gloria is one of those restaurants who have turned the inside of their restaurant into a market. The market carries all the essential items, including cleaning supplies, toilet paper, and other pantry items. Armando Villarreal brings us more.
Varios restaurantes de San Antonio han convertido sus comedores en tiendas de supermercados, donde venden productos esenciales necesarios dentro de la comunidad. El gobernador Greg Abbott autorizó restaurantes para vender de los distribuidores directamente al consumidor el 24 de marzo.
Es como una tienda normal, como si vas a cualquier H-E-B o un mercadito en tu barrio, ¿verdad? Es igualito, pero también tenemos, claro, comida del restaurante que entregamos en domicilio o también para llevar. Y hasta una margarita si te gustan.
El restaurante mexicano La Gloria ahora ofrece un mercado con varios productos esenciales.
Son productos como leche, huevos, queso, tocino, cereal, las cosas importantes que necesitan las familias.
El restaurante en La Perla sigue las nuevas reglas de distancia social, que incluyen tener menos de 10 personas por dentro. Y a mucha gente les agradó la idea de que La Gloria ahora ofrece este servicio.
Una súper excelente idea, porque así tanto como el restaurante se pueden mantener afloat con lo que está pasando ahorita. Y está muy padre porque está súper organizado.
Pues yo creo que es una buena oportunidad para todos. Estamos muy lejos y ahorita está escaseando todo, como el blanquillo, todo lo indispensable para uno y para los hijos.
Chef Johnny Hernández dice que esto es algo que nunca ha sucedido en esta comunidad o país y que esta es una comunidad unido y fuerte que sigue adelante.
Es algo pues que no esperábamos, lo estamos ajustando de todas maneras, ¿verdad? No nomás la comida, pero hay muchas otras necesidades.
La Gloria abre el mercado diario de mediodía a las 5 de la tarde y ofrece horas exclusivas para profesionales médicos de 6 a 9 de la tarde. La próxima vez que necesita un producto esencial, visita un restaurante local que ofrece un mercado. I'm Armando Villarreal, Enlace.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Are you up to date on the local changes to the grocery store shopping hours and limits? Armando Villarreal gives us more information.
People around the world are heading to grocery stores to stock up on essential items as concerns over the spread of COVID-19 grows. Shoppers in San Antonio are finding empty shelves and limits on many items.
No milk, butter, eggs. We just came in not to stockpile, we just came to get fruits and vegetables, so we were okay. But if you needed any of the other products, it was pretty bad.
President Trump announced he spoke to grocery executives at a coronavirus task briefing on March 15th. According to Trump, there's no need for anybody in the country to hoard essential food supplies.
You don't have to buy so much. Take it easy. Just relax.
Stores are stocking up at levels beyond Christmas time.
So we are limited on getting stuff back on the shelf, but suppliers are working hard, employees are working hard to keep the store stocked and ready for customers.
Food and hand sanitizer aren't the only things running out. Now, toilet paper is one of the main essential products that people are looking for.
I think I got like one of the last 2 toilet paper, rolls. So yeah, things are kind of dwindling down.
La Fiesta, a local supermarket, reassures the public that there's plenty of toilet paper.
There's plenty of paper in the warehouses. They just got to get the transportation and get it here to our stores. So we should be fine there as well. Produce and meat is up and ready to roll every single day. So we're going to have some issues, and it's going to be long-standing somewhat because the supply chain is going to take a while to get back into our warehouse and get all the stores stocked up.
However, there are residents that believe people are just panic buying.
I just think it's an overreaction on the part of the public, and I think everything is going to be fine in another month or 2.
Porque creo que no nos está perjudicando tanto el famoso coronavirus, sino que nos está perjudicando el pánico de la gente.
Grocery stores will remain open, but will shorten their hours in order to keep up with demand and sanitation. I'm Armando Villarreal, Enlace.
One local church here is practicing worshiping while still being able to practice safe social distancing. David Rojas was there to bring us more.
René González es pastor de adoración, quien se ha encargado de la música en su iglesia por más de 15 años. Como pastor, una de sus tareas fuera de la música es la seguridad de los que atienden semana tras semana a la iglesia Nueva Visión, de la cual él es parte.
¿Verdad? Checar con ellos que todo esté bien. De hecho, nosotros tenemos un grupo de chat donde checamos que todo esté bien, ¿verdad? Nos mandamos mensajes para ver que todo está bien.
El 19 de marzo, el gobernador de Texas, Greg Abbott, dio la orden ejecutiva GA8 relacionada con el COVID-19, donde se prohíben las reuniones sociales de 10 personas o más. Muchas iglesias se han concientizado y han transmitido sus servicios semanales a través de distintas redes sociales. Nueva Visión es una de las muchas iglesias que han utilizado este tipo de recursos. Sin embargo, ante la problemática de salud, han echado a volar su creatividad, dando como resultado una opción de transmitir su mensaje de manera muy particular.
¿Qué tal si convocamos a la iglesia sin violentar el protocolo que el gobierno nos pide?
La gente puede disfrutar del mensaje, la música y todo lo que les brinda su iglesia de una manera muy cómoda y segura. Esto es, asistiendo a sus reuniones en su vehículo como antaño se hacía en los autocinemas. Incluso en esta modalidad se puede interactuar como antes se hacía usando el claxon como forma de aplausos o encender las intermitentes, indicando una emergencia. Al momento de girar las instrucciones de las autoridades, la iglesia tuvo que actuar rápida e inteligentemente.
Nos tomó una semana, la verdad. Una semana nos tomó y cada semana sigue mejorando, pero el proceso no fue largo porque la verdad las autoridades nos han ayudado.
La propagación del coronavirus sigue en aumento, lo cual esto puede requerir nuevas órdenes de parte del gobierno. Uno de los retos más grandes de muchas iglesias será el adecuarse a las circunstancias que se vayan prestando día con día.
Y si esto se alarga y requiere que hagamos esfuerzos de algún tipo, buscaremos la manera de hacerle llegar la ayuda de cualquier índole a las familias de Nueva Visión. Definitivamente que la seguridad física de un pastor está incluida en el cuidado que le debe, ¿verdad?, a esa gran familia que es la iglesia.
Para Enlace, David Rojas.
With some final reminders to help slow the spread of COVID-19. If you're feeling sick, please stay home. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Germs are all around us, so continue to wash your hands and practice social distancing. For the latest COVID-19 updates, please reference sanantonio.gov and our university's page, www.temusa.edu. Finally, check on your friends and family. Like Texas A&M San Antonio University's mission states, we are a diverse community with boundless potential, committed to building a brighter future. Be the difference. Stay kind to one another. See you next time.